Hello, good morning. So I thought I would show you what I've been working on. I've already made this much, and I'm going to make a 20-inch necklace for my doctor, the doctor that has been helping me with my mental health and being able to get me to get back into crafting. She's wanted to know what my paper beads look like, because I told her, I said I'd paper bead, and as a way to relieve stress, help with, and depression, get over my alcoholism, which, by the way, you never get over. Being an alcoholic doesn't just go away because you don't drink. I hate that when people say that. So anyway, let's continue on here. And I need to make this 30-inch or 20 inches. I figured because 20 inches is a nice length on me, and I've got a big neck, so 20 inches on a person with a skinnier neck might be okay. I don't know. Anyway, so I've got a silver clasp on here, just a lobster clasp, and there's the part I will be connecting to. And I am just using, where did I put it? Just using some of this string to bead with. I really like this. It's pretty good. So far, I've not had any issue with it falling apart, and it keeps my knots well. But like I said, so this is the pattern, the general pattern I'm going. But let's go ahead and work on this together, shall we? All right. So I've ended on a spacer, so now it's time for a bead. Now what I've got here is just, sorry, this is like my old school setup. I just got some things sitting here holding my phone in place. And this was before I had a tripod even, so I could have brought my tripod out, but it was kind of annoying. I didn't really feel like it. So anyway, what this is just, remember how I said that I like to use a twist tie, and I rip the metal part or the plastic part off the metal, and then I just fold it in half. Well, that's what this is. That's it's easier for me to use because sometimes it gets a little annoying when the two prongs go opposite directions to put them in. But I go by feel a lot, mainly because I don't have the best of eyesight. So if you have a needle, you do that. That is perfectly okay. And now I'm going to grab two of these and put one through. Oh, maybe I should bring those a little closer so you can at least see that I have little pots. Well, not really, but one pot and one lid, because I don't have a place to put those. And I opened my baggie and now it has a hole in it, so wait, no, what am I doing? I'm sitting here talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. See what I mean about how I can't quite get them in there? Because see how it wants to, see how it wants to do that? So let's just try to get this a little better. I'm not doing it the best because I like to see it a little closer than where I have it right now so that you guys can see it. There's my hole. This is my older string too, or my older one of these. And every so often I take my and just make sure they're straight. And that helps. All right, so, whoops, as I pull on my string. All right. Ooh, I kind of like that bead. That's a pretty bead. She's getting some of the pretty beads I like. These ones were all kind of the random beads, alcohol marker beads. So it looks like we need to put out a bead. So, put on a bead, put a spacer on, and now I want to give this to her as a thank you, and because I just wanted to craft her some, well, I was just going to show her the beads, but then my daughter was like, Mom, you can't just show somebody the beads and not give it to them. So to be polite and whatever, and since I have plenty anyway, I have plenty of this style even of bead, and I was like, oh, I'll just, just make a necklace for her then. That way she, that way I don't feel awkward about, whatever. Just checking my length here along my, where I've got my measurements, which is down there where you can't see, but I'm about 60% through, maybe. There we go. And these are little tiny glass beads. I'm pretty sure they have a size, but quite honestly, I don't know. I just buy things that look pretty. I don't generally look this. Is the packaging, I'll be honest, packaging for beads and stuff, and they write it so tiny, it's like, not everybody has good eyesight. Come on, man. And then they write it on, like, especially with, like, these strung beads that I bought here, the coloring for the beads was, or not the beads, the coloring for the packaging was like this turquoise color, basically kind of like these beads here, like this. It was a turquoise color like that, and they had white written as, what it was. And I'm like, dudes, I can't read that. I'm like, why? Why would you do this to somebody like me? I mean, I assume other people would have a hard time reading that as well. I mean, I have especially a hard time. Now, speaking of eyes, now I don't know if this is something that you guys, anybody else will notice, or because I've asked my family members, okay, so if I look at a bug light, the kind that has the light and then it zaps them, not like the ones you find in a restaurant. So if I look at it without my contacts in, they have a like a green hue, like a seafoam green color. But when I look at it through my glasses, the color of it changes to a typical purple. When I see black lights are, when I look at it normally, it's kind of a dark color. And then when I look at it through my glasses, it becomes more of a purple color. I am not entirely sure which one is the accurate color. Now, the reason why I see things differently than what you would is because I don't have lenses, and when you have a lens in your eye, you filter out, apparently you filter out a bunch of UV colors, I guess. So I see the UV spectrum different than you do. It's kind of fucking weird, I'll be honest, at times. Like I said, with the bug light thing, it's a little bit weird. But that's not what, like fluorescent lights flicker. But when I ask my family if they see them flickering, they tell me that I'm like basically crazy and they don't flicker. But I see them flickering. Not, not the obvious when they're, when the little starter in them is dying, when they do flicker. I mean, just like general wear and tear, normal one. I see them flickering. Now, some of these new headlights, I see flicker too. I'm not sure what company, but some of them, like I'll be driving down the road and they look like little fucking mini strobe lights. It's rather annoying. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be swearing. I'm not actually angry. It just, it's rather uncomfortable. Be driving down the road and I see this guy with a car. It's not his fault, but that road does the, or his lights do that. But because whatever it is that I see is not a common thing. So, yeah. All right, so I'm already at 12 inches, 13, 14, 15 inches now. So I've got about four and a half more inches to go here. So let's keep going here. Try to keep most of these on the string because, not the string. Yeah, try to keep them mostly on this string so I can retie this string and put it back in my in my bin, because if you've not known or haven't been paying attention, or I haven't been posting enough about it, but I've been trying to go through my bead stash that I do have finished and put them on a string, so that way oops, why did I just do that? So that way if somehow something happens where would you stop jumping off of there? First I drop it before I put it on, then that time I put it on and it just kind of jumped off basically. Anyway, I've been working on putting my paper beads on little batches of strings, so that way if something does happen and my lid does fall off, my lid for each color, I have them sorted by red, oranges, and yellows. I have them sorted by the hues. And if something happens, they're not all just going to fall on the floor and I'm going to lose them. They'll fall on the floor, but they'll stay in their little bead rings or whatever you want to call those. I don't know. Why am I not getting you in there? Come along. There we go. Apparently, if you talk to it, it makes it feel better. It certainly makes you feel better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird Midwestern girl. Who knows? Some of the beads. Oh, I see. See what I did? See what I did there? I was wondering why it was acted kind of funky. Alright, so we'll just get it back in there. Come along. Oops, I'm off camera. Sorry about that. There, now I got it in the right location. It's in there, chin's in there, wondering why it was sliding kind of funky when it got down to the bottom. Alright. Keep going, keep going. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, let's do one more here, because this is about an inch each one of these, the bead, then the bead, or I'm sorry, the bead and then the spacers, if you count them, anyway. So then I will end on spacers because that is how I ended. Ooh, and it's ending on a pretty one. Look at this pretty one. That's pretty. So we'll do a better view here in just a sec. I'm actually going to tie it off camera. So we'll get back together when I have it finished. Yeah, you took 13 minutes of listening to me ramble while I bead. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna tie this up and be finished, and then we will get back together and I will show it to you a little bit more closely, okay? All right, bye. Hello. Good morning. Okay, so here it is. Let me just coil it nicely for you, I guess. There. All right, so I have it nice and coiled. Oh, I love these ones. Love those three. I just like them all. So anyway, I ended up oh, this is the extra wire I need to throw away yet. Oh no, as I throw it on, there it is. I was like, no, as I throw it on the floor. Anyway, sorry about that. So let's look at this up close, just so you can see what I ended up making. And I will give a video reaction of afterwards on how she liked it. I would wear this. I think this turned out really well. And it's end up length from end of chain or end of this clasp to the end of this clasp is 22 inches, a little short of 22 inches, but just to keep the pattern the same, I just, whatever. 20 inches felt a little bit small for what kind of necklace it was, so I went and put it as 22 inches. So, okay, all right. Anyway, so you have a great rest of your day, and I will get back to you with a video response and see how I'll talk about how she liked it. 'Cause just out of respect, I'm not going to video her unless she asks. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it as is. But I have to get going. My appointment is in 20 minutes, so I got to leave here in 2 minutes. So, okay, all right, you have a great rest of your day, and we'll get back together with my response. Bye. Or her response, sorry. Bye. Hope you enjoyed. Hello. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. No, I'm not ashamed to show you. But anyway, this is my depression chart. There's two sides. This is anxiety, and this is the depression one. And I'm only showing you because, this is a good score for me. This is good. Usually I'm over in these two rows here. So this is like sometimes, and this is not at all, and these are, the severe, like all the time during the day, most of the day. And then this side, I don't have any problem with anxiety. So this side is always in the, it's always here except the self-esteem one where, do you like yourself, basically. And I'm not to that point yet. So anyway, I just figured I'd show this. Now you can scroll and pause and read them if you want and take it yourself, but yeah. So anyway, they laminate it and let you use a dry erase marker. That way they can reuse it. Now I have to go wash my hands now that I touched that again. So okay, all right, bye. Hello. Good morning. So I just got back from my doctor appointment. Actually, I'm still sitting in the parking lot. I figure I'll charge my phone and do a talking quick before I actually have to drive and go pick up my daughter, since I'm really late doing so. Yeah, so anyway, my doctor really appreciated the necklace. She thought it was very beautiful. So I'm very happy. I think she liked it. So I was like, yeah, that's awesome. And she proves me in 6 months we can come talk back about getting bariatric surgery, which I'm excited about, because she said, I think you're a good fit for it. You have the mentality needed to support it. She says she just needs to do 6 months of evaluation or something like that. I don't know, some kind of a 6-month waiting period to see how it works and all that. So I'm excited about that. And I was worried about having arthritis in my right foot and my toes, but actually it's an arch issue. So she told me to go to there's a Dr. Scholl's kiosk that I should be going to, and I guess there's one at Walmart here in my town of Rochester, which, yeah, I've gotten a little lax about it because I don't really care. I mean, I am Googleable, or, I'm probably in the phone book, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, people are always a little bit about, being findable address-wise, and it's like, unless I'm a celebrity, which I'm not, I'm in the phone book. if even kids today even know what the hell a phone book is. But anyways, so yeah, my doctor really liked her necklace. She even gave me a hug. I was like, oh, it was so nice. So she's very happy about it. I'm very happy to have made her smile, at least. So anyway, I got to get going. So you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you appreciated watching me put that necklace together this morning. Okay, all right, you have a great rest of your day. Bye.